Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. This is a very quick video just to explain what the bad news could have been. As it happens, it's not, but it was worrying. As you know, New Year's Eve, people like to let off fireworks. Both of my cats are petrified of fireworks. Now, Mojo, aka Fluffy Cat, was sat on my lap when the first fireworks went off. I now have a set of 4 stripy things on my leg that went straight through my dressing gown as he leapt to run outside. Now, there is no logic in a cat's brain. Outside is where the fireworks are, so he bolted outside. That's normal for him, that's nothing unusual. Elvis, however, who is now getting quite old and frail, and I emphasise the frail, he is getting a bit wobbly and, takes his time over things, happened to be out when the fireworks went off. Now, he would have panicked. Now, often he's in when the fireworks go off, around firework night and stuff like that, so he hides indoors. He was out. And when I got up in the morning on New Year's Day, he was still out and he hadn't come back. He hadn't come back, I could tell, because he hadn't touched his food. And the day went on, and the day went on, and he still wasn't back. And you have to bear in mind that New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, it was -4 here. It was bitterly cold, and the hardest frost I've seen for a while. And it was getting towards the end of the day, and he still wasn't back. And I just assumed he was lost. And in that sort of weather he might not have survived. Anyway, the little tyke waltzed in at 2:20 this morning. I heard the cat flap woke me up, so he must have come in a bit quick. And I knew it was him because Mojo was on the bed, so it had to be Elvis. So I literally got up, came downstairs, and he had some chicken. He was ravenous, and he was wet, and he was freezing cold. So, yeah, we nearly had a bit of a catastrophe. As I say, he's getting on a bit to be outside for any length of time in temperatures like that. He just doesn't go out that much now anyways. So, anyway, that's what the potential problem was. But he's back now. He had something to eat, and then he came and slept on the bed till I got up, and then he had something else to eat, and they're both upstairs curled up together now. So yes, it's funny. It's the other one was strange during the day because he just kept walking around. He didn't settle. It's almost as though he was looking for the other one. Anyway, they're both back and safe now, but yeah, people just don't think the potential harm that those massive fireworks can do. A few whizzes and pops, they'll tolerate that, but some of these flipping huge explosions, effectively, in people's back gardens, it's anyway, that's what it was, and all better now. But, it's a problem we have with pets, chances are they're going to go before we do, and you just have to accept that. So anyway, all okay now, and I've got work to do today that's nothing to do with out here, and I've bought a gadget. It's Lynn's fault. I'm going to send her the bill, actually. She got a gizmo, a gadget, a thingy that basically holds the camera steady, so you can wobble your hand around and the camera stays still. Now I'm wobbling now because I'm talking at the same time as holding the camera. So I've bought a gizmo that should stop this happening. So these gentle wobbles that I'm doing now should be eliminated. Now there could be a serious bonus, because I've always said with this camera I can't get that close handheld because it just won't focus. But with that gadget I should be able to go in really close, because this camera can get very, very close and still focus. But when I'm hand holding it, it just won't have it. I have to get the tripod out for real close-ups. So we may be able to do close-ups without the faff of the tripod. we'll have the faff of the new gadget instead. Anyway, I've bought one, and I'll have a play with it and see if it's any good. It certainly didn't cost a lot of money. I only got a cheap one. Because I doubt if I would use it a lot of the time. I would only use it if I knew I was going to film, something where I needed to be in close, that sort of thing, or where I wasn't going to use the tripod. So we'll have a new toy to play with soon. That'll be fun. Just watched a video on how to set it up. Could be a while. We shall see. Anyway, see you next time. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, and thanks for everybody who's made the selections on the Oncidiums. A lot of people have bothered to comment saying which one they want to drop. Some people said 2, despite only being asked to say 1. It's not a problem. It's it's just whatever people think. But there are two popular misfits that are going to be reasonably obvious. They're going to be top of the list, so they'll go, leaving the other 5. I might change my mind and keep 6, but I doubt it. But what might happen is, because it's what I said, we'll drop the 2 most popular ones that people have asked to be dropped, but we might include one, because I forgot that I'd said something I would do. And somebody reminded me, because they said that they thought I might have included this one. And I forgot that somebody had said that they thought this might be a good idea, as it's a totally new plant to me. I know very little about it. So I might include that one and take it back up to 6. Because I haven't got a clue what this is going to do. It'll be as big a surprise for you as it is for me. What I'm hoping is that it's going to start a new growth soon, but it hasn't done it yet. Everything's just sitting there quietly at the moment. It is growing a few roots though. So I might add that in. So we might drop 2 and put 1 back, taking it up to 6. We shall see. But yeah, I was. Oh, actually, there is a new growth. There it is. Look. Hey. Yeah, see, now if I had my little gadget, I'd be able to do that, and it would still be in focus because I wouldn't be wobbling. That'll be fun. Anyway, as I say, I've got stuff to do today. I've got a Zoom talk to do in a week's time, and I haven't even started it yet. So I need to put some effort into that today and get the bones of it done, get the skeleton done, and then fill in the gaps as and when. Anyway, see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.